when someone's on the air. Someone's on the air, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Tuesday night Principal Cairo broadcast from DE and Band of Brothers. I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, your esteemed co-MC for tonight's exciting call, and I'm joined by... Who are you? Emma! And Patrick. And we are here coming off an incredible DE experience. What a great DE we had this past weekend. Thank you for everybody for attending. If you didn't attend, hopefully you were listening on the live stream. And it was really an incredible DE. And it wasn't an easy one. We we had some curveballs thrown in there, and people just stepped up and delivered great messages, and it was exactly how it was supposed to be. But yeah, awesome DE. I left feeling inspired and fired up, and couldn't wait to serve my people Monday morning. Hopefully you were too. Hopefully you've got some things you're doing differently this week, and you've got some things that you're working on, because that's kind of the point of DE, is to grow and to become the best version of yourself. So we've got some upcoming dates for DE here. There they are. In the fall, we're there October 23rd to 26th, same hotel, Atlanta Marriott Perimeter Center. Then we are back in January, the 29th to February 1st, same place in Atlanta. Maybe we'll see some snow at that DE. My kids love snow. And then we're back in Clearwater, April 16th to the 19th at the Sheridan Sandkey opposite the ICA annual meeting. Go to lifede.com if you want to register for any of our upcoming events, or better yet, become a member of DE and pay just one simple monthly rate, and go to all the Ds and have access to all the past Ds and the live recordings. So a big thank you from the team at Dynamic Essentials for coming. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we see you all in October. All right. Yeah, you got love there. You're yawning. You ready for bed? What are we doing over here?
Yep, she's ready.
She's ready. Okay, don't.
Emma's ready. My eyes are watering.
Oh, your eyes are watering. Okay.
Raise your hand if Emma's going to bed right now.
Okay. Great. All right. Enough of the banter here. We got to get to our speaker here, because we have an incredible speaker. And I got to tell you, I thought she gave an incredible talk this weekend. I feel like Dr. Rebecca is getting better and better every time we see her. She's really coming into her own. And what we did this time was a little different. You know, we wanted to reward Dr. Rebecca for her awesome talk, and we asked her to do somewhat of a DE wrap-up. Tell us what she thought, some takeaway messages, some things that she took away from there, and hopefully, if you were there, you remember, and if you weren't there, you can pick up and start using in your life. She's a 2010 graduate of Life University, and she's got a beautiful daughter, 5-year-old Tegan, who we all know and love. So from the other Dr. Brian to this one, because she knows the other Dr. Brian, they're real close. Let's give it up for Dr. Rebecca Yaun. Take it away, Dr. Rebecca. We love you.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on tonight. I really was thankful to be at DE. It was just time to be there. I had been working hard those weeks leading up to DE, from the past one to this one, and I was just ready to be around everybody from DE. And so they asked me to kind of do a recap of what I felt from this DE, and I felt like people really needed to be there this time around. It seemed like a lot of people were going through a lot of different things and a lot of growth was happening, or they just really needed to be dipped back in and be around like minded people that could just love on them this weekend. I felt that was like a kind of recurring theme, as people who normally give a lot, they were there to get and just kind of feel the love and the support from people at DE. But, when I was planning my talk, it was about like, I had set some goals, and normally I set goals, but this time around I got the accountability that I needed to keep me plugging away, so I could reach those goals. And when you decide to add accountability in, you're going to have growth. You're going to become uncomfortable. And a lot of the speakers this weekend were talking about how what they were hearing from this DE and from people was that you need to get uncomfortable, and not just for growth in numbers, but become a little uncomfortable so you can grow. I know that Dr. Oase and someone else, we started an accountability with each other that we've already started on. And it was that they wanted to fast and do some different things to get more clarity and get on purpose. So I took away this DE about just sticking to my accountability, getting even stronger in the next 14 weeks. And there was a sense of urgency again. You know, um, I know DE in past, we've always kind of talk about numbers, and, they used to call us out and be like, how many are you seeing? Where are you at? And not that you have to be at 500 or whatever number you want to be at, or I am that number, but getting us back on point, getting us fueled back up and on purpose, that, our communities, we're not seeing people getting healthier right now. We are seeing people being lied to, and they're tired of it. And if we're not on purpose, if we're not on point, if you don't know your why and you're not fueled up and ready to go, then we are not going to reach the people that we need to reach. So I really felt like I just had to get back on point. And yes, I've grown to a certain number, but I wanted to make sure that my why was just so big that it's taking care of everything. And that's why I brought up Beckett, because that young man is my why. He is why I'm so focused. He's why I want to serve my community bigger. That's why I'm back out there doing lunch and learns. That's why we're back out there sharing our message, whether it's on social media, out in the community. But I heard a lot of people, they were like, I was making excuses for not going out and doing this, or I made excuses for that. This okay where I'm at right now. But, I kind of felt challenged a little bit from listening to Judson and listening to some other speakers, that it was, you got to get back on. It's time to get serious. It's time to get grounded. It's time to get focused on your adjustments. Um, Deliver it. Bring everything, all your passion, bring what it is that fuels you to serve big, because your community is looking for you. And if you're there, you're not there, who are they looking to? That's the difference in that child being in your office and getting connected. That's the difference in that mom getting adjusted so she can go home and be with her kids and her spouse. It's time for us to quit playing small, um, to get out there and love on people more, and to get them connected. And, you have people at DE. I challenge you in the next 14 weeks to really make your goals, but then put the accountability to it. Reach out to somebody and say, can I be a part of your accountability group? And this is what I'm wanting to do. Whether that's fasting, whether that's getting your systems in place in your office, getting stronger in your adjusting skills, getting back in a gym, whatever it is that you need to do so you can serve the best way that you can. And, Dr. Dana Becksher and his associate Juan, they did a whole thing about how you get back out in that community. And whether that's screenings, lunch and learns, dinner with the doctor, just sending out a newsletter, you've got to get the message out there. And then, are you clear on your message? Can you communicate why it's important that they are getting checked weekly? Not just relief of symptoms, but why is it so important to be connected? And so I felt like this was a different DE in terms of it was like, let's uplift you. But I heard a lot of kind of a push to get out there, put your head down, work a little bit harder. If even if you are already seeing, 300, you could be doing 350. If you're seeing 500, you could be doing 600. If you're at 800, could you be doing 1,000? I heard that urgency and I see it in our patients. And I see people walking back in our office. They are wanting what it is we do. And I want to make sure that all of us are on point, ready to serve. We have the message. You're so solid in it that you don't have to worry about it. And then in our office on Monday, we had to think about what we saw from this DE. And I can say that I feel worthy of who I'm becoming, of what I'm doing. And that's from DE, working on myself every single time, taking the criticism when someone says, you're not doing this and you could be doing that better. Like I listen to that because it's helping me grow. And I finally just feel worthy of where I am. I love the work that I'm doing. I still am pushing myself to do a little bit more. And I am being in the moment. Monday was so much just fun in our office. I think we saw 215 that day, and we had like 6 new patients. And it's like I started at 10 and I blinked, it was 12 o'clock. And I started at 3 and I blinked and it was 6:30. I was just so in the moment with people. And I realized that I have babies. Someone told me that they canceled a GI appointment because the baby was pooping regularly now and they're not using Miralax. And I was like, when did that stop becoming a miracle to me? I got so used to hearing the miracles that I wasn't appreciating every little miracle that was happening in my patients. So on Monday, I just took a step back and, was in the moment, wanting to give the best adjustment I could give and an 8 to an 8, connecting with them. But then just all the little miracles, everything that someone was telling me, I took a minute to just appreciate what was coming, like what it is our work does, what the body can do. Like there's miracles every second that they're talking to you, and you either focus on their symptoms and what they're saying, or you're focused on listening them tell you how amazing and abundant it is when they're adjusted and connected. And I just kind of appreciated that a lot, and I'm thankful that I have DE that has prepared me for 14 years, to keep getting better and to keep listening and get uncomfortable so you can grow. And if you're in a place now where you know what, you did the work, then help someone else. Reach out to someone that is wanting to work on those goals and be accountable to them. This is probably the first time ever that I felt like I could give to other people. Most of the time, I'm always there because I want to get. This is just one time that, I was like, this is what I'm doing. And I have people that are right around me doing the same thing. But then I set my sights on someone who's doing what I want to be doing next. So, like Oasis, one person that I looked to because I was like, oh, I saw 100 and something. And he goes, I saw 175. And I was like, okay, see, there's my person. I look up to that, and that he's in a solo practice and he's doing this. And so I look up to those mentors because he has a focus and a clarity that I would continue to want to strive for. And I know some days I'm going to slip and that's okay, but I have accountability people now that can bring me up. And so to the next DE, I am a 500-week chiropractor and I will hit that number by the next DE. But I also know that I've got to continue to be in the gym. I got to continue to sharpen my doctor's report and my lunch and learn. So that message is just second nature to me. And I am delivering a very clear message of what chiropractic is with Lieberman Family Chiropractic, what we serve to that community. And I just want to be the best version that I can be because I want my daughter to just live that abundant life that I'm living right now. And I want her, if she decides to go to chiropractic school in the future, that, it's still there. And the principle and the message is 100% clear and ready to go. So I think you need to take some action between this DE and the next one. Write your goals down, but then take it a step further. Find your accountability people and challenge yourself and become uncomfortable a little bit and really just kind of lean into it because, tomorrow's not guaranteed to us. And I want to make sure that I'm leaving every day giving everything that I can and that I'm giving everything to my community. So that's kind of the message that I had. Just really listening to people. And I saw a lot of people that have also reached their stride, like Dr. Maria. I talked to her tonight, and I didn't mention her in my speech, but she's one of my accountability people. She's my cheerleader. I have people that push me, and I have people that cheer me up. And when I have a couple wins, they're proud of my wins. But they're coming into their own, seeing 60, getting up to that 100 patient visit a day, and they're changing their town one adjustment at a time. They're becoming stronger. Some people I know want to open their own practices, and they're getting ready to pull that and do it. And I would just say, get your group, make sure that you continue to come to DE, have them challenge you, have them help you grow, see areas of weakness, and then let it go. Like Dr. Chris Walker, he talked about like dealing with things. And if you don't deal with it, then it's just going to continue to fester and pull you in. So if you do have something that you need to talk about and get it out of you so you can move past it, make sure you're reaching out to people. That's what DE is for. And so, we're here to help. And I want my office to continue to change our community because I'm tired of seeing people sick and suffering. And I want them to have hope and abundance. And you know what? Our office is that light. And I hope that you can say that your office is the light in your town and that they know where to go to and they know what you stand for and what you can do for them and how it can change their life and change their families. And if you're wanting to see more kids, then make sure your fees are affordable so they can get in that door and you can take care of them, but also you have to know you're worthy. You cannot be abundant if you don't feel like you are abundant. So make sure you're loving on yourself. You're strong individuals. This is a strong group of community that you can get there, but make sure that you have faith and love in yourself. And if you don't feel that way, then let's get you that way because you have to be the anchor. You've got to be the center of the whole storm. So when that office is rocking, you're solid. So that's what I had. I don't have a lot because I'm still kind of processing it and still work in progress myself, but I can't wait for October for me to step in there and, share in my next message. You know what? I hit 500 and it's because of these principles and what I've learned and having vision and even dreaming bigger every time, so, I can't wait to be a 500 a week chiropractor. And then maybe one day I'll say I'm 1,000 a week chiropractor. So I'm just going to keep working on my goals. I have a lunch and learn to do tomorrow that I can't wait for. I have an opportunity to speak at Berry College coming up to a group of students about chiropractic and their career. And I'm going to share life and I'm going to share Sherman College with them and tell them that these are two schools that you can go to. And this is where you go to be a principal and you need dynamic essentials. My niece graduates next March, and it's amazing to see that she has some opportunities right now to get out from school and go practice with some people. And I'm so excited for her because, I didn't have that when I stepped out of school to have some offices that I could go and work in. But I've paved a pathway for her to work with some principal people. And she's going to start off so strong because she's already had the principal. And that's what we need. We need more people knowing the principle. I can't wait to invite another chiropractor here in Rome to come down because she's doing amazing things. And I think she just needs the principle. She needs a little bit more of the DE family to support her and love on her so she continue to rock out in our town as well. So that's my message for tonight. Just still processing DE. Loved every minute of it. Just love being there. And for once, I love just being a giver and helping other people.
Dr. Rebecca, in the words of Brian Lieberman, you are awesome, girl. That was a great message. I appreciate that great recap. You really captured a lot of the message that we heard this weekend and a lot of what the speakers were dishing out. And let me just say, I am so impressed by you. I love hearing how you want to take on more and be open more hours and see more volume and just become the the go-to person in your community and helping people in your town. I mean, that is just so selfless, and that is just so the DE mindset. So I'm super proud of you. I know Brian Lieberman and Rachel are super proud of you, and I think our whole DE family is proud of you. So thank you so much for being on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And to all our attendees, thanks for being on the Tuesday Night Principal Cairo broadcast. We're here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. in between our DEs. Please check us out next week. So, everyone, have a great week. Listen to what Dr. Rebecca just told you to do. Get in the gym, get that accountability partner. I love that. And go kick some butt in practice. Love and appreciate you all. We'll see you next Tuesday night on the DE Principal Cairo broadcast.